It's Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Friday, July 7th. So we have the moon in Pisces all day. So this is the time of rest, time of refreshment, time of rejuvenation, if you will. We have to kind of reflect back on the emotional cycle that we've been in, providing ourselves with some endings, some closures, if you will, and really preparing for a new focus, a new path, a new direction that emotionally we're building up within ourselves to actually take. There are 11 different aspects here today. 8 of them will involve the moon. Mercury, though, is going to kind of kick things off here today. Mercury, of course, the ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, ruler of communication, ruler of how we express ourselves. Of course, still in this Cancer energy, wrapping up the final degrees, the final days here in this Cancer energy. We'll be making an aspect to Saturn, the Lord of Karma, ruling over our roles, responsibilities, systems, structures, all of those down-to-earth, realistic type of things. Well, this is definitely going to put us in a more serious, somber tone, if you will, because we're very focused on what it is that we have to do, what we have to change, what we have to kind of adjust to, what we kind of have to alter, where boundaries are concerned, where our system, structure, routine is concerned, where the roles and responsibilities are concerned. And of course, with Mercury being in that Cancer energy, we are highly focused on building something that is going to support our basic needs, both in our physical realm and in our emotional realm. Really kind of focused on what hasn't been working, what isn't working, what needs to be readjusted, what needs to be kind of, I'm going to say, taking a good look at to see where it is that we can maybe improve some of the things that aren't working so well. The moon in Pisces will come up to, bump into, sit next to Saturn, who of course is retrograde in this Pisces energy. So this is going to be a inward pull, if you will. And again, with the moon in Pisces, we're kind of more in ourselves than we are taking part in the outer realm. Things are definitely alive and well in our inner realms, and we are looking to escape our realities in most instances. Now, this particular energy is going to provide us a little bit of a logical, practical perspective on what it is that we need to be doing for ourselves, whether that is taking a time out, just balancing out our energies, whether it is really kind of mustering up the courage and the bravery to make a change, to take action, to kind of rebuild ourselves into something stronger, something more stable, something that makes us feel like we have more control than we're currently feeling. Now, this isn't going to be a bad vibe. However, if you are purposely trying to avoid rising to the occasion, to the challenges, to the new roles and responsibilities, this may feel like you are being dragged versus being kind of rolling towards the new things. However, we are kind of needing that breakdown before the breakthrough, and being in the Pisces energy does provide an ending and a closure, does provide some healing and some transforming in our emotional realms. So we are essentially taking steps to bossing up to this new cycle, to this new path, to this new direction. The moon will interact with Mercury shortly after. This isn't our heart and head being on the same page, but we are in the same chapter. We're in the same book, we're in the same chapter, we're just not on the same page as of yet. We do have a little bit to sort through, and our heart space is definitely feeling a different kind of way than our head space wants us to feel. And so there is that little bit of conflict, a little bit of disconnect, detachment. But overall, we're not, in an inner war or having an inner struggle like we have been having. But this is an attempt to kind of see where it is that the gap, the distance is still alive and well between our heart and our head, and making every attempt to kind of close the door and squash whatever we can in our emotional realms and in our thought processes in order to kind of bridge the gap, so to speak, so that we can get on the same page in the same chapter of the same book. Now, Mercury is really the star of the show here today. Mercury's going to go ahead and sextile Uranus, This is the higher realm and lower realm of our intellect working together. Uranian energy is the highest form of our intellect. It's where we connect to the higher forms of intelligence, where we're downloaded with aha moments, epiphanies, clarity, if you will. Mercury, of course, rules over the lower level intellect connected to our ego cells, where logic and practicality from the information that we're taking in from our current environment and circumstances really dictates for us what it is that we think, what it is that we need to do, what we have to plan for, what we have to strategize. Now, this is a blending, a harmonization of energies, which means that we are receiving aha moments. We are having downloads. We are kind of receiving a couple more puzzle pieces that when you snap them together is painting a bigger, broader picture than what it is that we've been currently sitting in. And for this particular instance, we're actually able to articulate it, put it into words, put it into thought forms, actually plan, actually strategize. We're able to work with the information, with the inspiration, with the download. Mercury goes ahead, interacts with Jupiter in a very positive way. Jupiter is about growth and expansion, beliefs, abundance, blessings. He's in this Taurus energy, really grounded, very stuck in this physical realm, in these physical circumstances to see where it is that we can create a better world, a better reality for ourselves, where we have the opportunity to boss up into something new, to go out and create new opportunities, new connections, not only with people, but with opportunities to make money and stabilize that particular area of our lives. Mercury, Jupiter working very well together. We are adopting a new mental narrative. We are a little bit more optimistic. We're definitely more confident. We're seeing a little bit of a bigger, broader picture being painted here. And overall, it feels good. Now, the moon in Pisces is going to go ahead, make a positive interaction with Uranus, just like Mercury just did. Now, this particular interaction is going to inspire us. We're actually feeling revived. We're feeling excited. There's a little bit of passion kind of creeping up in us because we have an aha moment. We have clarity. We have an idea. We have a perspective emerging that we haven't otherwise had. And it's feeling very good to us. It feels hopeful. We haven't had this for a very long time. The moon goes ahead, makes a positive interaction with Jupiter, just like Mercury just did, which kind of revs us up. This is kind of, bringing us out of the funk, bringing us out of the darkness, bringing us out of wanting to avoid reality altogether just to live in our inner realm of imagination. We're actually feeling positive about some of the ideas that are coming over us right now, about some of the opportunities that we want to pursue, about our ability to grow, to heal, to transform. This is all very, very good vibes. Things take a little bit of a turn when the moon in Pisces semi-squares, creates a little bit of a tension, a little bit of a conflict with Pluto, the great transformer himself, who of course is retrograde in this Capricorn energy, giving us another go at really destroying, deconstructing, rearranging all of the foundations, systems, routines, power structures, control issues that we thought we left behind back in March. And here they are back in our face once again for a full-time ending and closure. And therefore, there is an intensity that comes over our emotions right now. There's an intensity that comes over our mental plane. We're hyper-focused on the not so good, the not so nice thoughts and feelings taking over right now, in order for us to transform them into something powerful, into something more motivating, into something more inspiring. Now, the moon is going to trine, beautiful energy, with the sun, who of course is in Cancer energy. The moon in Pisces, the sun in Cancer, it's water on water. The moon is the past, the sun is the future. The moon is our inner realm, the sun is our outer realm, and they're getting along. Suddenly, we have an idea, intuitively speaking, on what it is that we want, need, and desire. Suddenly, we understand what it is that we're leaving behind, endings and closures as far as the Pisces energy goes, in order to build and construct something new, something stable, something safe, something secure that we don't currently have. Very much the sun in Cancer energy. So this is a good vibe. We're definitely seeing movement in our inner realms to kind of let go of the funk and adopt the positive vibes. The moon is going to semi-square with the North Node, though. The North Node is our soul path, our destiny point. This tension isn't so much like a funk as it is realizing that we want to move forward, but we don't know the exact process, step, or strategy to take. That doesn't mean that we're not growing. It doesn't mean that we're not healing. It doesn't mean that we're not making all of the energy and efforts in our inner realm to actually break free from some of the constructs, restrictions that are holding us back from moving forward. But what it does mean is we're a little bit conflicted, confused, if you will, on what that next step, what that next path may actually look like. And so here's where we kind of lose the momentum. The moon is going to interact with Chiron, the wounded healer. And this could go one of two ways. We're either seeing the growth, seeing the healing, seeing the energy and efforts build in order for us to break away, in order for us to embody the new personality, the new attitude, the new vibrations needed in order to push forward. Or we are going to sit in the funk. We're going to sit in our wounds. We're going to say, poor old me, really adopt that victimhood mentality. If that is the way that the energy is manifesting in your body, in your life, in your circumstances, just understand that this is the breakdown before the breakthrough. And the breakthrough is coming when the moon moves into Aries energy and we all start a brand new emotional cycle. But for now, we do have a choice point. We do have decision points. And depending on the mentality, the mind frame, the emotional state, the energy, the vibe that you find manifesting in your life, this is either going to really break you down in order to see where it is that you have to build yourself back up in a better way, or it's inspiring and motivating you to push you that much further out of your comfort zone and really just kind of align with this new want, need, and desire to abandon what isn't working and really throw yourself into something fresh and something new.